The league is changing because it's getting younger, you know, and it's a different generation.
Does it feel to be an NBA sophomore officially?
Well, the vets say I'm not a sophomore until game 1 of next year, so I gotta wait on that.
What was the season like compared to what you thought it was gonna be like?
Well, coming out of college and growing up, you don't realize the business of basketball, the coaching changes, all the trades. So I've seen it pretty much all my rookie year, and I feel like anything I see from here on out isn't gonna be new to me. Hopefully this impacts my career in a positive way.
I got the opportunity that most rookies don't get. My friends are playing 2-3 minutes a game, and just, I always think back to that to the beginning of the season when I wasn't even playing. So just knowing I have the opportunity every time I step on the floor, it makes me want to grind.
I know you've been accustomed to winning a lot of your career, NBA champion, gold medal. But at the point of this season, we had a string together. We lost 10+ games in a row. What still drives you? What made you still want to keep playing?
Part of your job as being a veteran and a leader on a team is understanding and identifying some of the problems and work through those issues. When I came to this team, I thought the organization had a bright future. I still feel that way. So instead of getting caught up in the wins and the losses, I had to get caught up in the process and how do I take this team to a winning level, because that's what I came here for. And so that became my wins.
Tyson is the leader of this team. He is a guy whose voice resonates throughout the game, throughout the huddles, on the bus, always for a good cause. And he's selfless. He gives everything he has.
I feel like I watched you go from being wide-eyed to being like, I can score in this league. This is kind of easy. I can get buckets. All of a sudden, you're Devin Booker for the Phoenix Suns. You got a little taste of what it would be like in being that guy, that the other team is simply coming in trying to stop you.
Right, I did have that moment. I got a couple 30-point games in a row, and I was like, it might be easy. But I realized they didn't know who I was at that time. But once they did, I might have somebody say, this kid's 19, I'm about to shut him down tonight. Maybe extra physical with you.
There's certain plays where I would watch you, I would go, 2 or 3 years that won't happen.
It's tough for me to admit, I'm as strong as a grown man, I'm in the NBA. But it is something I have to work on.
You just missed 2 in a row. You got me mad now. 3.
What am I supposed to do?
No, shoot from the back. Stay in your lane.
I remember my first year. I was just so excited to be in the NBA. And then I had coaching change, players revolving. What's been some of the changes that has happened to you in your life that you've had to adjust to?
I realized everything's under a microscope. I'm that role model that I once looked up to.
Devin, can you sign my ball? Of course.
I used to look up to you. I used to look up to Kobe. And now I realize that, I'm shaping myself to try to have a professional career like you guys.
Devin has an old soul. You see, it's a person who's very mature for his age. And he's very humble throughout the process. We had long talks early in the year about how do you envision yourself ending this career? And it couldn't have been a more perfect time than the ending of Kobe.
We just finished our last game of the season. I'm walking in the back, I go in the film room, I start watching Kobe. I hear he has 46. Everybody start pouring in, watching Kobe on this little bitty TV. His body is broken down, but he still has the heart and the mindset to go out, get 60, will his team one more time to a victory on his last game. That man's legacy is gonna live on forever. Because I can tell you what it meant for me, but I wanna know what it meant for you.
I watched it just from the fan perspective. Growing up in the driveway, yelling Kobe when I shoot. I knew he was gonna go out with the bang, but I didn't know it was gonna be 60 points. It made me want to go right back to the gym right after that. That's the only way I want to go out. That's the only way anybody should ever want to go out. I want to be that man.
Going into the summer, what do you feel like you took from this season and you gotta go work on?
Pretty much everything.
my advice to you going into the offseason would be you got to make the decision on who Devin Booker is going to be. It happens right now. You know what's in front of you. You know what's at stake. You know what to prepare for. The biggest thing in this league is consistency. The players that you see that separate themselves are consistent. They do it every single night. And then you have others that really don't want that. You know, they want to play around. It's more important for them to have the fame, the money, the lifestyle, but they're not really dedicated to the game. Do you want to be legendary, or do you want to have your moments? Are we going to watch you as one of the guys on the roster? Or are we going to be paying to come watch you play because you're that special player? Understand and take those necessary steps because you got to make a decision on what you want to be.